welcome once again to the fans of Amaranthine Comics. Today we have a very special guest in our midst, that in the person of Derick Smith, our illustrator. So, Derick,
Good day, everybody.
Let's hear a bit about the illustration, penciling.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you, Lacey, for welcoming me into this wonderful project.
You're welcome.
First ever AC project. In terms of the process, first of all, the illustrator or the penciler would have to read a particular part of the page. After that had been done, he would do something called thumbnails, as we like to call in the designing industry. After the thumbnails have been done, it will be presented to the editor, in this case Mr. Leslie Grant. Once it has been approved by the editor/writer, the artist would then proceed to do finished pencil artwork. The finished pencil artwork will be presented to the same editor, and once there's no adjustments to be done, it will be passed on to the inker and eventually the colors.
Wow, seems like a lot. What made you get into doing comics? Is this your first comic? How long have you been into the artwork, the art in terms of doing comics?
Well, in terms of history, I was bitten by the comic book bug when my dad bought me my first ever Marvel comic. It was a Captain America Marvel issue. And when I saw the artwork in that comic book, I was blown away.
Wow.
And I decided right there and then, I want to get involved in what they would term sequential art.
Okay.
So from that period onward, I have been practicing, I have been drawing, to the point where I used to find myself in my bedroom like a hermit drawing. And my parents used to get very worried about me at times when they realized that I'm inside the bedroom for a long time. That's when you're drawing right through.
So this is a real passion of yours then?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Nice to hear. So what made you get involved with Amaranthine Comics? What made you think that doing this comic with me was going to be worth it?
Okay. At the same time, I am a space, fantasy, as well as science fiction fan. And when I was first introduced to this story by yours truly, I was very much interested in the story, and I saw that it would go very far, not just nationally and regionally, but also internationally. So from there on, I said to myself that, you know what, this is a project I would like to get involved in. I have the experience in terms of sequential art, and I believe that we can start a culture here, or a pop culture here in Trinidad and Tobago, or continue a pop culture here in Trinidad and Tobago where sequential art is concerned.
Wow. And people, when I tell you, this man talented. He real talented. By chance you have any samples of your work outside of the Amaranthine Comics verse that we could see?
Well, not at present, but what I can say is that in 1995, those who could recall, or I should say more in 1994, the Sunday Guardian had a supplement called the Sunday Zone. And a team of guys, including myself, they bring out a comic strip to be part of their comic strip lineup in the Sunday Zone. And it was called Paragon. So if anybody would have to see any past illustrations of moi, they would have to go to the archives of the Sunday Guardian.
And that's the national newspaper in the country. So you know we're talking about top class art here when you hear artwork in the Sunday Guardian.
Yeah.
Right? What was it like? Illustrating those first 4 pages.
Okay. Well, I believe you are trying to ask me at the same time the thinking process involved. Now, every time I approach a page, it will be approached from, let's say, a cinematic point of view. I always try to translate the text from a script into a cinematic structure on the page. More or less like a virtual storyboard, so that the viewer will be able to sequentially follow the images of the page properly, and that will help in the understanding how the story is flowing. I also take it into consideration that every time I do something, it must be something that I would like myself. I never told you this, that sometimes when I do a page, or when I have completed a page, and I have to walk away from it to possibly have breakfast or lunch, I have a hard time moving away from it.
That's good to hear about.
So if my own artwork can have that kind of effect on me, that is the type of effect that I wanted to have on the viewer.
Alright. Well, you're hearing it right here, so you know the next stage for Amaranthine Comics is film industry. Right? We developing stuff to give you all around entertainment, as we like to say, mental entertainment. Being a person who is into comics, you would say the storyline from Amaranthine Comics is something that excites you.
Very much so. Very much so.
Alright. And believe it or not, people, I never met Derick before I started this project. Derick was actually a referral from someone else who I asked to do the project. And the person, when they heard about the storyline, they said, the artist who will do justice to this is a man called Derick Smith. And he put me onto Derick because he said, this is the best man to bring that work to life. So Derick, once again, we thank you for being part of our team.
Thank you very much.
We look forward to the final product from the Amaranthine Comics team. And to all our fans out there and first-time viewers, don't forget to leave a like on this video. Click the subscribe button. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. We also have our webpage, which will be developed soon. It will be we continue to add more to the website. So don't forget to check out all our links. Links in the description below. Remember everybody, stay safe amidst this COVID-19 pandemic that is going around the world. And as always, Nia Yabure Haina Mipaka. A free mind has no limits. Take care.